Welcome back to another video. So in this video we're going to talk about the triangular LED clock. I showed you this in another video back in July 2023, and there was my colleague who made this, printed this case. If you want to know more about that clock, I suggest you watch the previous video, which I will link in the description. Anyway, so to summarize it very shortly, it has a ESP32, it has Wi-Fi, and it takes the time from a NTP server, and then it displays this in very nice colors and everything. So what I want to do in this video is to add this RTC board. So this is a real-time clock with a battery backup. So the reason why I want to do this is so sometimes it doesn't find the NTP server, and or it doesn't connect to the Wi-Fi network. So right now there's not that much happening because I have inserted some code in the setup that just repeats, because I wanted to check if I could read the real-time clock. So DS3231, that's the real-time clock. And here you can see data is coming out in the serial communication, and you can see the seconds are incrementing. So this is working, and it's been on for like 9 hours now, on battery actually. Yeah, so this clock has 2 modes, or 3 actually. Let me show you. So I reset it, and then it goes into this mode, which means that it's looking for the Wi-Fi connection, or connecting to your Wi-Fi, and after connecting it finds time on the internet via NTP, and then it will show time. There's another mode as well. So this means that this chip is in access point mode, and in access point mode you can connect it to your phone. So what I want to do with this program is very simple. I want to read from the DS3231 here, which is connected to I2C bus. And we saw in the earlier clip that was very easy to do in Arduino. Simply want to do is just to write to it whenever it pulls the time, and read from it whenever it wants to read time. So alright, so here we have the project on the Autodesk Instructables, and you should be able to find the GitHub page, Git fork. So now I forked it, and what that means, if you're not into programming, it just means that you make a copy of his project. The idea is that I can make changes to it, so you can download my code if you like. Hello folks, so as you can see, it's a new day, it's much brighter here now. Now I've done some changes to the code, and I can show you what it looks like now. So before it would go into this colorful thing when it looked for time. But what it will do now is it will just find time directly when it starts from the RTC. There you see. So now we got time from RTC, and you will see it freezes for a moment. There. And it continues. So that indicates that it's getting time from NTP as well. However, if it doesn't find that time, it will continue using time from RTC. So I guess the first time you power it up, it will possibly have the wrong time. And you can also see on the screen, you see it receives an NTP packet. So, but before it does that, it also just continue. So right now I'm going to just turn off the router. I rebooted the router now, so let's see what happens. So now it shouldn't find the Wi-Fi router. Okay. Well, yeah, there it starts. Okay, let's see what it says. It's looking for time there, right? But it doesn't say it's connected or it has received a packet. So I think in a few moments it will also say Wi-Fi not active yet or something like that. Let's see what it says now. It doesn't seem to have connected. So no. So I'm not sure if it's 5 minutes or what it is. So I will just hit reset and see what it does. Yeah, now it receives NTP packets. So there's something about concurrency or something. So, but this is cool. So now you see it's actually doing its thing, and this is what I wanted it to do. Now I also maybe need to check that it actually works if a router falls out. Really happy about this. It was really easy to add. Right, so the first thing you need to add is this too, which sort of includes the DS3231 library. And then we have wire begin, which enables the I2C. This is the main loop code. I can show you what I did to that. So basically I removed that sparkling thing, which they call spray there, if there's no NTP. So I basically removed that. And I also removed the soft twinkle thing when Wi-Fi is not connected. So it continues display time even though if there's no Wi-Fi. But it goes to NTP more often. So I think it will try over and over again to connect. Or it won't go to NTP until we get Wi-Fi. And then when we get NTP, it will go every second or every minute. I'm not sure. And then we had the code when everything was okay, it would display time. But I moved that out, so it will always display time. So this is display time. So it calls time init whenever it changes minutes. And then we'll do that animation thing, which I don't understand completely. So this is get NTP time. And in get NTP time, you can see it sets up a packet. This is the request packet, I think. Then it writes it. And then it waits a little bit. And then it checks if it get it back or not. So if it didn't get it back, it will read time from the RTC. So that's my new line of code right there. If it gets time, it will write to the RTC. So here you can see I have called it my DS3231, so I called it my DS. Set the epoch Unix time. So Unix time works very well with this library. So you can see I had to well, actually there's another thing here down here I also done, which doesn't, yeah, so it gets time for the clock if it's not connected to internet yet. So yeah, so if I go to global tab, we have all the global variables. These are the two that I've added. So this is from the same library, and this one has date time, I think, and Unix time. Well, this one is more like getting time and communicating with the RTC. So there was a big problem actually with this, because yeah, so they had this string datetime struct and then made a variable called
datetime. So that crashed with the library. You have a class and a variable that has the same name. So yeah, so that it said something like, "Oh, you're missing a semicolon." Well, no. So yeah, so I fixed that, and then it started working now. So yeah, so that's basically it. Hope you enjoyed the video. So I think I'll just glue this on the back, and I will spend a little bit more time on the code to see if it actually works. When I lose internet, what will it do? How often does it look for Wi-Fi? Or does it look for Wi-Fi? It just loses Wi-Fi maybe and then never reconnects. I'll have to look at that. So yeah, because not sure how these things work, or this one. I have to see. Okay, bye bye.